Topic 3, cells and life processes. So at the beginning of the year, we learned about 5 life processes that all living things do. Cells have to do these life processes. The first process is growth and repair. Cells have to grow and heal. 2, metabolism. Cells do chemical reactions. 3, reproduction. That's having babies. Cells don't really have babies, but they split to make new cells. That's reproduction. 4, gas exchange. Cells have to bring in one gas and release another gas. They trade gases in and out. 5, response to stimuli or environment. Cells have to react to their environment. So if you don't believe me, here's an example. This cell is called a paramecium. It does process 1 and 2, growth and metabolism, by taking in food from the environment into a special area right here. This is almost like its mouth. It's called a gullet. Paramecium do reproduction. They can split in half to make 2 paramecium. They do cell process 4, gas exchange. Paramecium bring oxygen into the cell through the cell membrane. Remember, that's the edge of the cell. And then they also let carbon dioxide out of the cell, going through the cell membrane. Number 5, this type of cell, paramecium, responds to its environment. It has all of these little hairs around it. They're called cilia. These help the paramecium swim so they can move towards food or away from predators that might eat them. So, how do cells do the life processes? Well, they need organelles to help them. Organelles are like mini organs. Our body has tons of organs, a brain, a heart, lungs. Well, cells have these little structures called organelles. And just like our organs, they perform specific functions or jobs that allow for the movement of matter and energy so that the cell can maintain life processes. You already have 3 cards for these 3 organelles. So cytoplasm is in all cells. It supports the cell. It's where chemical reactions happen. It is the blue stuff in this cell that's in the background. It's mostly made of water. You also have a card for ribosomes. This is where proteins are synthesized. This means that they are made. And here's a picture of these. They look like little dots inside a cell. And then finally, the cell membrane. All cells have a cell membrane. This controls what can enter and leave the cell. It allows for gas exchange. And it's a layer that is made of some different parts we'll learn about in the next unit that is next to the cytoplasm. So it's around the edge of the cytoplasm. Okay, so now we have 3 new organelles for today. These organelles help with growth and repair, that life process, and they help with metabolism. The first organelle is called the mighty mitochondria. Mitochondria. This is where cellular respiration happens, or ATP energy is made. It looks kind of like a little bean. You can see it's red in this picture, and it has a squiggle in it. Next is the chloroplast. Chloroplasts are in plant cells. Our cells do not have these. They do photosynthesis, a process that we're going to learn about a little later, but it helps the plant make food for itself. All right, and our last organelle we're going to learn about today is called a lysosome. A lysosome breaks down waste. It recycles parts in the cell. This word looks like Lysol, like the cleaner. So it helps clean up the cell. It looks like a bubble, and it has lots of enzymes inside which do chemical reactions. All right. So our first card for today is organelles. So you need your note cards, you need colored pencils, and let's get ready to start. Organelles are these little things that are inside the cell. They are like small organs inside a cell that do a specific job to keep the cell alive. Pause if you haven't finished and move on when you're ready to. Next note card, mitochondria, the mighty mitochondria. It creates ATP, which is cell energy. It's these little red beans. They look like beans, and there's a squiggle in them. Next is chloroplast. Plant cells have these, we do not. They look almost like a candy. They're circular and they have these little coins inside them, chloroplast. They transform energy from the sun into food for the cell. This food is called glucose. It's a sugar. And our last card for today is lysosome. A lysosome, it looks like this bubble. It has these dots inside, which are those enzymes. It sounds like the word Lysol. Lysol, think lysosome. It cleans up cell waste and recycles. That's it for today. So finish up your note cards and get them ready for the video quiz. You need to click the blue button on the right side of your screen.